What's up, everyone? Francis Ufamadu here, and this is Way to Work. My thoughts and recording on the way to work. Hope you're having a good day so far. Hope the day has started off pleasant. And if it hasn't, there's still time. There's still time. There's always time for the day to become pleasant, because you can control how you take in the information. Easier said than done. But if you find yourself getting mad about something, start taking note, start noticing that, and try to shift it in your favor. Just try to take in the information differently. Do your best to try to take in the information differently. Again, though, hope you're having a good day. Hope it's been solid for you so far. Today I want to just talk about a couple of things on the journey, the current journey, and how I've been dealing with it on my end. Recently, about almost a month ago, I had gotten laid off from my job, and it was a tough time. That first week was really bad, I'll say. That first week was terrible. First week was just not a good time. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. One thing I will say, if you are going through something like that, is to make sure you stay busy. One thing that has helped me along this whole getting laid off journey, as much as I do think it's healthy to take in bad times and really feel those sad emotions, staying busy has kept me on the right path to keep moving forward. Luckily, I was fortunate enough throughout COVID, throughout the COVID year, to start refining a side hustle for myself. So when I did get laid off, it didn't hit as much because I had something going. Working on that side hustle actually brought a lot of opportunity to me and a lot of opportunity for me. And luckily, again, I was in a position that wasn't so bad after I got laid off. But when you get laid off unexpectedly, that's when your emotions, I think, can take control over the logic of the situation. No one ever wants to get laid off. And when that stuff happens, you start just questioning a whole bunch of things, I feel, that you don't need to. So I did take a week of sadness. But after that week of sadness, I really hate being depressed and sad. So I started trying to get back to the drawing board. Luckily, I had my first week, that weekend, I was able to create. So when I say create, I was able to take my camera out to Dallas and make videos and take photos. Shout out to Josh Perez for that weekend. That was dope. Made a couple of videos, took a couple of photos, and something that gets my dopamine levels crazy is creating with the camera I have and looking at the product and then creating a product, putting it out there, and getting cool feedback from people that are following the journey. And then also just putting something together that I created is cool to experience. So that's been helping me stay level again with the downtime of being laid off. I can't believe I got laid off. I was literally, all right, so even before I got laid off, I was in the mode like, man, I got some opportunities coming up. I'm about to put in my 2 weeks. Yeah, it's coming. We're going to do this my way. Fucking get called into the office. Francis, today's going to be your last day. And I'm looking at him just like, huh. Okay, well, shit. Huh. May I ask why? Essentially, they couldn't afford me anymore. That's what I feel. I mean, that's what they said. Through everything they said, like through the paragraph or 2 paragraph long explanation, all I heard and all I took and all I grasped was you couldn't afford me anymore. And I was just like, all right, well, shit, do what you gotta do. That first week was miserable. I'm not gonna lie. I stayed in bed probably all day, every day. I tried to work out a couple of days. It just wasn't feeling right. And then I think on my third day I cried. Yeah, I cried pretty hard. I put on Phil Collins. Phil Collins from put on the Tarzan album, and I started losing it. It was the song. What song I start crying to? Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I started losing it. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. And then I started crying. And then Phil Collins comes on. For one so strong, for one so small, you seem so strong. Anyway, I had my sad time, which is I think is important. But one thing I was doing during my sad time is moving, figuring out ways to get better, figuring out ways to stay busy, and figuring out ways to just improve as much as possible. Because these are your options in sad times. And I've done both, and I figured out which ones are better. So you can either lay in bed and watch anime and TV and fucking just consume Instagram and all the things you don't need to consume, or you can figure out ways to get better. That first option is not the right option. I'm telling you, it sucks. Doing that, this ain't my first rodeo getting fired now, or losing my job. Okay, first time around was miserable. This time around, again, at least I had something going on that kept me busy, and that is the key: is moving. You got to move. You got to figure out ways to get better. One way, out of the couple of ways I've been getting better, I started listening to a book called Atomic Habits, and it's just a way to kind of simplify making habits for yourself. Not to say habits are easy. Habits do not come easy, but listening to that book helps me understand that it's not easy, and it's just a matter of doing the little things every single day, whether you want to or not. So I have about 5 habits I've been trying to work on every single day for the last 2 weeks, and it's been solid. It's been going well. The order of them has been kind of all over the place because I just haven't gotten into a system that has been as consistent as I want it to be. But I have about 5 habits I've been following every single day, and it's been, whether I follow it to the T or not, it's been nice to be able to stick to these things. And a couple of the things I've been doing is praying when I wake up. Really trying to strengthen the gratitude. Not that I've never been a grateful person, but I think it's important to realize how fortunate it is to wake up in the morning. So praying has been something I do in the morning, and then I'll listen to Atomic Habits again to strengthen my habit building. So I'll listen to Atomic Habits, and then I'll work out. And after I work out, I'll shower, obviously, because I get filthy as fuck when I work. I get filthy as fuck when I work out. What? I get filthy as fuck when I work out. Either way, I get disgusting when I work out, so I shower afterwards. And after I shower, I read. And I've been reading a couple of books. One is the Cash Flow Quadrant that has kind of helped improve my business sense, helped me understand how to move money a little differently, and then understand that I'm not trying to make money anymore. I want to build wealth, and whatever that looks like, or whatever that journey looks like, is what I'm on right now. So I want to build wealth, and I've also been reading Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. What an intriguing book. I am a big fan of that book. Shoe Dog is dope, and it's an effortless story, and it's also inspirational. There's been a couple of times where I've read it and then gotten on the computer to edit or like look at footage or something, and get to creating. It helps my juices go sometimes. Also, your boy's a reader now. Hear me out. Hear me out. Never in my life have I been like, let's read. Never in my life. When I was growing up, reading was a punishment. Every time I made a joke, every time I was too loud, every time something happened in my life, the reaction was, go read. And I fucking hated it. Lost my shit every single fucking time. So reading was a punishment when I was growing up. But now that I kind of shifted my tone and I've been wanting to improve my reading for a time now. I stopped thinking, I stopped looking at it as reading. I'm not reading, I'm learning. Reading is a task, learning is effortless. So, one thing through this whole creative journey, as long as I practice something, I steadily get better. As long as I practice taking photos, I'm going to steadily get better. As long as I practice making videos, I'm going to steadily get better. As long as I practice speaking, I'm going to steadily get better. So now I'm at the point where I'm telling myself, as long as I steadily learn, I'm going to get better. So, yeah, I done cracked the code. That was a snapping moment. I done cracked the code. So currently right now, I'm looking at a couple of photos for the day, and gonna be editing these because I went out to Dallas with the homie LB yesterday, Bazzy Bates the fourth. If you don't know him by LB, don't just step up to the motherfucking call him LB now. We had the conversation the other day. Hey, bruh, if you don't know him like that, you ain't calling him LB. He ain't telling you his name is LB. So you call him Bazzy Bates the fourth. But either way, we went out to Dallas yesterday. Spontaneous day, you know. After I worked out, he hit me up. He was like, what's the move for Dallas? And then he told me he was doing a session in Plano West High School down the way from me. So I was like, shit, let's do this. Let me come through. Let me do some footage. Let's go to Dallas. We were supposed to meet up with a new acquaintance that we've met through this camp exposure that we worked together, named Brandon Walker. He had to get a haircut, so we ended up being like, all right, cool, let's do this. We'll come after your haircut. We're going to kick it in Dallas. So we kicked it in Dallas, and we ended up getting a lot of photos. I ended up getting a lot of photos, a couple of videos, and then we met up with Brandon and had a dope conversation, dope, inspiring day all together. And now I'm looking at the footage that I took, again, from yesterday. And I was supposed to be editing. I wanted to edit all this stuff as I was doing the podcast, but multitasking, talking and editing. Ugh. What a mixture. What a weird thing to try to do. I recently put together a video for Mel, a new friend from the Body District in Addison. So y'all look out for that. Ooh, you know what? Look, if you're watching this video, I'm going to show you a piece of the video that I made for Mel. She's a dope trainer. I got to capture one of her glute classes. And it was cool. It was a dope vibe, and I was able to capture that vibe, I think, to the best of my ability with the video I made. So I'm gonna be showing and sharing that clip right here. Let me see. I'm gonna be sharing it to the side somewhere. I don't know if it's on this side or that side. We're gonna see in post edit. But I was able to put that together. That was really nice to put together. But thank you for your time, Mel. That was really cool to see and experience, and then putting it together, and you liking it was dope as well. So y'all look out for that clip here. And you know, I'm just gonna end it on this. If you're going through tough times, if you're going through sad times, if you get laid off, if you freaking just go through shit, the only way to go through shit is to get through shit. So you gotta stay busy. You gotta do your best to just do the little things and see what that can trickle into. You know, it's shitty situations in life, and bad times can come to us in waves and in moments. But one thing I've experienced through my shit these last couple of years, the most recent shit I've gone through, you just gotta keep going. Taking your sad time like you should, but you can't let it cripple you. You can't let it stop you from moving forward. And I think that's the most important part. So y'all be good out there. Y'all be blessed. Make sure if you're going through something, take it in accordingly, but keep going forward. I cannot stress it enough. You have to keep moving. As long as you're moving, nothing can stop you. I'm going to say that again. As long as you're moving, nothing can stop you. Keep your faith, keep your hope, and just, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. But that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all be beautiful. Let me say that again, because I feel like I said that too fast. and beautiful came out beautiful. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to say that again. Y'all stay beautiful out there. Y'all stay blessed. This is Way to Work. Peace out.